Alright, so what I was going to say about creativity being, like giving you energy, like in a way, like it does, because it's like certain energy. It's not just like you get this positive kick all the time, although you can change your default energy. Like everybody defaults to an energy when they're in a resting state, so you're not doing much, and like, or just like your natural state is like a certain energy, and it does change, and you can change it, and being creative is something you can do. Like what I would say is that when you are doing your creativity and you're wondering if it's giving you energy or you want it to give you energy, like if you're a creative person or you're being like, I'm going to try being a creative person, like it's going to give you, if you practice it, and even that one time that you're doing it, keep in mind that it's purposed for something, so it'll give you purpose. So you are sitting there and making something beautiful. Usually if you have something else in mind, it might be eye-opening or something to move out the stagnantness of waters or mental whatever's going on, and so it can do all that. There's reasons why you do your creativity. It can be very healing when you get into it, and if you pair it with your natural energy, other natural states that you're in, like nature and creativity, then you can, I don't know, it's kind of just more purpose, or like a feeling of purpose. It's just kind of like healing. So like I might get out in nature and enjoy creativity for a while, or I'll do just nature by itself. There's projects that I really love doing because they're creative and they include Mother Nature, and those ones probably give me more passion sometimes, feeling of passion, than maybe other ones, but I don't always do nature projects, and but I do enjoy those quite a bit. So if I'm doing, it's a lot that I just covered, hold on, just back on it. But somebody needs a muffler. So the things I covered was your energy just does change. So like you put your mind to anything, it's going to be a little bit different. You put your mind to being creative and you'll feel the energy of being creative. For some people that is an energy they enjoy. For some people it's not. For some people they have to be that way for work. For some people don't. Some people do it because they're with kids and they want to be with their kids, and the kids like creative projects because kids are kids, and sometimes they just like creative stuff. And so you're with your kids and they're doing the creative thing. So you have that. There's also your natural resting state, which could include creativity or not. Mine does, but I'm trying to make my natural state, I guess, creative as well. Now it's more of a try to make it kind of thing, because I took a break from it for a while, and now I'm getting back into like being aware of what creativity looks like for me and feels like for me, my awareness of it. And then there's like, what else? When you pair it. So if you're pairing, like, is there something else that gives you joy, gives you healing in your life? Like there's times when people go for so long without paying attention to their own healing, and it doesn't have to be that way. Like it can go through seasons at least, and that's helpful, where like you start to recognize what is healing for you, so that in your down times or fun times you know when you're done, you know, or people times, like you can like take a break from your creativity and just enjoy the moment that is there outside of creativity. But if you're working on the creative side, it just might be a different time when you're healing. Creative healing, sorry. There's another area where you can be healing all the time, or choose to have it kind of like a rope or a path that you're going to end up on, so you end at that destination, and that's just another way of doing it. And because I mean, if you suffer at all or go through anything that is like temporarily without your healing, then it's still going for the greater good, because there's other people with you usually that feel the same way, and you can just keep that in mind. Like, some people might forget that, but like the people that realize that, it's like even more responsibility to like go through that with other people at times, really get an understanding of it, and then go through it, and let people lean on you, or to an extent, and keep that strength, even if it seems further off to some people. Like, I did some traveling, some really like low cost traveling, and for some people that was too much, like they would have never done that, and like that just makes some people fear the unknown, fear their safety and their livelihood and their friendships, and it doesn't have to be that way. It can be a path. So there's just another car's coming, so hold on. But so that's just that thing where you walk alongside someone, and or a group of people, or just on the same path as somebody else, that you're getting that understanding to let people lean on you, and kind of live below your means, kind of. Let people, like, so you're living below your means because like, a way to stay with your head above water, but you want to be with people that were, for the moment, struggling. So that happens. But I'm sure in your faith tradition there is a path, and if you look for it, you'll find it. Even if you're the agnostics and atheists, like, I don't know as much about that yet, so I'm writing a letter, having correspondence with one that considers this their way, and I do need to bring that up, and I think that'd be really cool to see what they consider to be the strong point, which I usually think is like free will and higher power, or higher willpower, or something like that, self-willpower. So I'll have to see if I can dive into those terms with them, and I won't get the 100% what every atheist or agnostic comes to believe about the path, but at least one or two would be interesting to learn a little bit. So that's just another one of those ways that you have to look at things again. What else? There's probably other ways that have less understanding for me, but not as much as those two. Like, those two are the least that I understand, unless at least I understand, but there's other ones that I understand less than some other. There's like a tiered understanding for me, but overall I think the message is the same. It's just how would people talk about it, like when you get to the point of it's a path. I think that's all the same, but how you get there would be different. So I did set out to try to understand that, and I haven't gone back on that. So that's something I would talk about in the future. But like I said, the last thing that we were covering was there's a like doing something from your understanding in those areas that brings you joy and like stability. I'm not sure work would. I'm not sure just your family would. I'm not like if those things are things that don't let you down, or you choose to believe that they don't let you down. I'm not sure those are ways. But if they are, like, let me know, because I haven't heard that one yet. As like the depth of understanding family, I can kind of see, but that's a little iffy sometimes. Can put your mind to it, huh? Do they? I don't know. Personally, it's like I wouldn't tell everything and I wouldn't expect everything to come from like I would have to pay the electric bill or something, you know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. But nature, I may be completely wrong. I haven't been in a relationship in a while. But like bringing that into your art, would you do that? It's possible. I guess it's possible. But there's also times when, I don't know. It's quite interesting how it can reflect your path. But because it's about love, family is about love. So, and that's really what the path is about. But you bring in something into your art that brings you joy. And like for me, I could use materials from somebody if that was my choice. Like with my letter writing, I do bring in materials from my friendships, but the one that I've been is more like for me. If I was going to use my me time, is like bring in elements of nature. It might just be like a brand, I guess, but it kind of is what I enjoy. So in the area of my art, so I guess find something you're naturally inclined to bring in. And I think that's all we needed to cover. So you can look up on Pinterest, you can look up on Instagram, like things that go with like that under that topic of what you're trying to make or whatever. And art can just be an energy you're exploring, an understanding you're exploring, an understanding of how it heals. And like it took a while for me to kind of understand that. I think I'm still getting on my feet a little bit with the art. Maybe not on I'm on my feet, but I haven't been doing it a ton. But I never really did it a ton. So it was just a long 5 years of doing about the same amount. And I just do it for me. So unless somebody wants me to commission something, be commissioned. But I'm also looking for people that want to trade artwork for like either crystals or rocks, for like natural bath salts with like roses in them and stuff like that. I want to do the natural thing. And so like anything you have that you've been making like that, if you're interested in any painting or you see something that I posted on my Instagram that Rebecca Susie Art with _ between the words, that I've done, I can do a piece for you and we can exchange. That would be cool. So yeah, mostly looking for stones and things like that, or like crystal skulls or crystal horns, maybe leaf prints that are in framed leaf prints, fabric with little purses with like leaf motifs or something outdoorsy on them, like foxes or something like that. So those are things that I'm looking at. And I will make something for you if you have something for me. And that's about it.